So I'm going to start this off by doing what we enjoy doing. Talk about what we're passionate about. Because that seems to be one of the fundamental things that I keep missing when it comes to my content creation. Let's go chill in this field, boy. This is one of my happy places. It's in Studley. And it's these kind of environments that I just love so much, like the big open fields, the massive oak trees. And if this was wildflower, even better. But this quintessentially British environment, I love it, man. It's so beautiful, like and there's something about the oak trees, like the big oak trees, that are just so potent and present. And there's multiple of them. I'll show you. This one I love. So beautiful, very big. That one's also pretty. This one's very cool. I like this one. And the one next to it. They're definitely related. And that one there is also stunning. Got a very beautiful crown. And then there's these ones over here. Look at the size of that. Isn't that amazing? With the massive log that's fallen there. There. Then there's those two. Like, look how freaking grand these are. They're so beautiful. And that one there. That's cool. It's got very cool trunk. And then over this way, this is quite cool. A dead one, sadly, but it contributes a lot to the environment, you know. The dead trees are just as important because they do create little holes and nooks and crannies in the logs in which birds can nest in, insects feed off of, mushrooms can grow abundantly, so it does help spread spore and increase the wildlife in the area. And that one is awesome. Huge crown, and it's beautiful underneath it too. This is kind of what I want. I want to own land like this. I want to steward it, I want to garden it, I want to be a guardian of it and look after it, increase the biodiversity. And the way that I would do that is by turning all of this into a wildflower meadow. I'll still have animals grazing it because it's necessary in order to keep the reproduction of the plants going, in order to keep the soil alive and healthy. Adds a lot of the biodiversity into the field as well, but I would increase the biodiversity by adding the wildflowers. And then I would try and create little pockets of pools, little ponds, little oases, you know, just to keep more water in the soil, but also creating these little micro ecosystems and micro habitats for more wildlife to be here. I'll talk more about this in a second. Here. And this will be our chill spot. Just hang out. Literally do nothing. Accept everything. Simultaneously, all at once. Because there's part of me that's like, oh, you need to be working, dude. You need to be at home doing stuff that's gonna make you money. You don't have time to do this. You can't be sitting out here chilling and do nothing, bro. You gotta be making money. You gotta be building your business. Man, let me chill. It's a Sunday, but my own hyper-productive mind tells me that you gotta keep building, gotta keep doing stuff. So I'm gonna actively ignore that and let myself just chill and relax. Ironically, I'm filming and creating content at the same time, so I actually am doing stuff. I am being productive. I'm actually kind of resistant to sharing myself to some extent, even though I'm doing it a lot. For some of you that have been watching me for a while, you might recognize the fact that, like, you know, I share myself a lot. I seem to be quite good at it and a natural at it, but there's actually a fair bit of resistance that I have to face daily when it comes to doing this. I don't know why, but there's a part of me that is fearful about really getting in the eye of the public, fearful of the judgment or it affirming my own unworthiness. But the more that I actually get to know myself, the more I realize how worthy I actually am. The more I recognize my innate worth and that there isn't actually anything I need to do to be worthy. And the same goes for you. Like, you don't need to do anything to be worthy. You are worthy innately. Just from being here basically means that you have worth, you have something to show or to give to the world. We don't need to overthink it, because that's what I keep doing. I keep overthinking, what is my value? What is my gift? What am I giving? What's the point of any of this? Why am I doing this? Recording myself, is it all in vain? But the truth is, I just want to do it. I just want to chill, I want to hang out, I want to be me and share it with other people in the world, and whoever wants it can have it. I don't really care. I just want to do me. And I'd encourage you to do the same, to just do you, to focus on what makes you happy and what you're passionate about, because that's where I keep going wrong, and that's why I feel like the dissonance is a lot of the time with when I express myself, is because I'm not actually expressing what I'm passionate about or enthusiastic about. Like, we get stuck in this idea that we need to be a certain way, we need to be doing a certain thing, we need to be offering something of value, but you are the value. You are the value, just the way that you are. And like, the more that you dive into yourself and the more that you share yourself outwardly into the world, then the more value other people receive, because you're basically opening up the book of your being and showing all the layers and all the pages of your being. When most people are just trying to shut the book, close the book, lock the book, throw the book away, or burn the book, they don't even want to know necessarily to the extent of who they are in their being. And that's like usually down to some kind of fear and inadequacy or some kind of conditioning that's been imposed upon us by society. But I want to open that damn book. I want to like look at all the pages, all the stories, all the poetic verses, and just think, oh my Lord, that is me. That is who I am. How beautifully sweet is that? Not only necessarily myself, but I love doing that for other people. Like, I love just, I want to know your book. I want to know who you are. That's why I love journaling. Like, this journal is me. It's my thoughts, it's my feelings, it's my to-dos, it's my processes, my cycles, my patterns. I love seeing other people's journals. I love seeing the way that they perceive life and the way that they live it. Like, all their little entries and ways of being. It's just so beautiful. Like, I journal in this regularly, and I get my friends to write little stuff in there too. Like, this is Lisa, who wrote a story of a moth that came and flew on the table. And then this is my friend Imogen that drew a little bit in my journal, which is just, it's little things like that that are just so beautiful, you know? By not being authentic, you don't allow yourself to truly express yourself, what you're truly feeling, what you're truly desiring, what you're envisioning, what you are perceiving. And by not doing that, you are contracting or limiting other people in society, because you're no longer offering the gift of expansion in which we need to grow as a society, as individuals. Like, I was looking at my Gene Keys this morning because I had this idea of creating a video. I didn't know what the video was going to be about. I just wanted to express and share myself and my life. But then I was getting in my head as I was starting to rationalize it, and I was thinking, oh wait, I can't do that, because there's so many people who are creating content right now. There's millions of people out there who are posting and sharing stuff. Why are people going to pay attention to me? Oh, but you're unique. Yeah, everyone else is unique. So what makes me different? So as I was like rationalizing it, the muse was fading. So I had to find a way to regain that muse back. So I started looking into my Gene Key 12, which is my purpose. And the purpose says, the purpose of your life can be encapsulated in a single word: authenticity. Your purpose has nothing to do with what you do. It has to do with how you do what you do. And that, in a sense, was the point of the video that I wanted to make, that I'm not trying to do anything. I'm not trying to lure you in to watch my video. I just want to be, I just want to do, because I know through my being and through my doing, that will provide the value necessary as I show you how I perceive life, how I expend my time, how I spend my days, you know? Just how I express myself is enough to help create or stir something in other people. And I hope that doesn't sound like it's coming from a place of arrogance or vanity, because the issue that I've had in my life is not having any arrogance and vanity and disregarding all of that entirely, not wanting to be that, and therefore completely contracting myself and not allowing myself to take up space by pandering to other people or being a people pleaser. But now I'm here and I'm like, yo, I'm the shit, man. I want to take up more space. I want to do some bits because I think I'm cool now. Now that I'm like paying more attention to myself, and it's coming more from a place of self-love rather than vanity. But the point of all that is coming back to the authenticity. It's about just being yourself and being me, and that's ultimately what I want, is to get money, get paid being me. And how do I do that? Well, we have a fucking great way of doing that these days through social media. Maybe through me being me, I can entertain you, and therefore I can get money for it because your eyeballs are on me, and now I've got your eyeballs. Attention is money, so I can make money. So if you are watching this, thank you for your eyeballs. Thank you for your attention. Now, another thing that my Gene Key said, which I found quite interesting, it may well take courage on your part to trust in what your heart wants to do rather than what your mind says you ought to do. You have a hidden artist within you, not a literal artist, but the gift for creating art out of anything that you do in life. Now, I don't necessarily agree with not a literal artist, because I do think I'm an artist. I mean, I create little mini skits and movies and creative ideas and stuff like that. And I do photography and I create elaborate photo shoot concepts. So I am an artist. But the main part is that the gift for creating art out of anything that you do. And I realized, like, goddamn, that is what I do. Like, I guess through filmmaking itself, through the creation of these little like skits and my lifestyle content and stuff like that, like I create art out of the things that I do. In fact, I believe that the way that I see life is artistic in itself. Like, art is life. Life is art. Art mimics life, and life reflects art. The way that the patterns unfold in nature, the dendritic patterns of the trees and the rivers, and the veins in our body and on our lungs, and the way that mycelium grows mimicking that of the brain. The expression of the tensions, and then the build-ups, and the releases, and all these beautiful orchestral patterns that play throughout our life to create a stunning song, a unique symphony. The Fibonacci sequence that we see time and time again, from a snail shell to a whole galaxy spiraling into the center of a black hole that only goes God knows where, into complete utter darkness that we have no idea about. Life is art. So the gift for creating art out of anything, yeah man, because that's how I perceive life, you know? Life is art. But the first part of that paragraph brings me back to what I was saying earlier. It may well take courage on your part to trust in what your heart wants rather than what your mind says you ought to do. So much of my content has been me trying to create content from a place of rationale. From like, oh, okay, if I post this kind of content, I'll most likely get more engagement and I'll go viral, or I'll be seen more. So then therefore I can get more opportunities and I have more money, or I have more attention, which will relate to more money. And that rationalizing is one of the issues that I keep facing, because I keep trying to legitimize what I'm doing. But I don't think I operate that way. I don't know, it's obviously not working. It hasn't worked for this many years of me trying it. So I have to try something different, right? And maybe the difference this time is doing what I'm passionate about, what I find pleasure in, what's fun for me, which seems to be the very thing that my artistic and creative friends keep telling me. But I can't wrap it around my head because I keep getting stuck in these like survival mentalities of trying to get over these problems I have in order to achieve the yearnings and the cravings that I have for life. But if I let those go a little bit and just allow myself to just express myself, have fun and create for the sake of it and express for the sake of it, then the world will benefit a lot more. I'm gonna be way happier, and I'll probably get everything I want anyway just through that process.
Go be on